Hello there, how are you doing? Thank you so much for clicking again. Welcome to the channel. My name is Doreen Kainda. I talk about lifestyle, stories, some entertainment. We have everything going on here. So make sure you subscribe and share this video widely. So today we are going to talk about something that we are seeing on the online space, and that is a rise of woman hating, woman shaming sort of content. You will see content of women being rated, smash or pass. There's just a rise of woman shaming sort of content, trying to compete. There's also sorry, if you go to TikTok lives, there are these people, men who go live and they give women rates, and there's a slew of women waiting to be rated. Then there are others sitting there like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything until I find a woman who I'm attracted to. And some of you are on there. I get it. You want validation so much. I want to tell you, you're beautiful, you're worth it, you deserve good things, and you don't need these people. You don't need validation from anybody. You can validate yourself. You can find self-worth in yourself, because when you don't value yourself, nobody else can value you. Okay? And these are narcissistic people, all kinds of people online, so let's not do that. Okay, so why is there a rise of red pill content, manosphere, woman shaming, ratings, all kinds of things? It looks like it's burning. And I think it's a response to women's movements from all over the world. There is also, if you've observed, a rise in movements for decentering men. Girlies are learning how to focus on themselves, focus on their lives, and decenter men. It's happening in all kinds of communities. If you've been online, you've seen the African American women be like deuces to their men who shame them online and call them all kinds of things, which we all see. There is passport bros, there is all kinds of things. And so I think this red pill, first of all, what is red pill? It's an anti-feminist. I think it started on Reddit, and it's founded on a belief that society and nature favors women. So it's a social movement. To them, female oppression is non-existent. The men are the victims, okay? But in the real world, these are people who have had bad luck with relationships. They are not able to find women. They've experienced disappointments with women. Maybe they don't understand women. And instead of caring to learn more about them, they would rather like bash them. They have a lot of age shaming. If you're not 18 to 30, then you are off the market. You don't deserve to live because you are over 30. You are run over. You have no value because you're over 30. All kinds of projection because they're scared, okay? And it's really a reaction to women waking up against the patriarchy, against false promises of religion that tells you, if you just be a virgin and be nice, you will be rewarded with a nice husband who will love you forever. Like if you're a virgin, then you'll be awarded with a nice husband, which is honestly not the truth. So we are seeing women realizing their powers. We are seeing that women realizing you can end lineages, okay? You have power, you have a womb which is needed to procreate and keep this human race going, and you can decide to hold back. So patriarchy has taught us to be, too nice and too agreeable and too easy. And, they've also taught us to compete against each other, by raising one woman over the other. It's always either the old woman versus the young woman. It is the working woman versus the the stay-at-home traditional woman. It is the basic girl versus the not so basic, mysterious girl. Like, it's just so much to split us, to make us be apart from each other, to make us feel like, oh, I'm more special than you because I'm not dressed in basic clothes. You know, we need to get over that and just come together and realize basic is actually good. It's good to be like other women. You don't have to be, you know, a pick-me. You know, nowadays we call them pick-me's. Pick me. I'm more special than the other one. I don't do that like other women. I'm like this and I'm like this. We're not doing that anymore because we have realized we are all in the same kind of problems. The old ones, the young ones, everyone. So we have to band together against oppression. Now let's talk about this movement. Also, there's a movement which started in Korea called the 4B movement. Okay, B in Korea stands for no. So they are saying no to 4 things: no sex, no dating, no children, no marriage. They've given up on their men. Like, it's that bad. They have given up on their men. And you might think that this is very radical, but if you look at what started it, you will see that it's not too radical at all. So there is this book which is called Born 1982, where this lady called Kim Ji-yeon shares her experiences, you know, with as a Korean woman, you know, their lives. And this book actually is said to have sparked this movement because the women could see themselves in this book, and they just said, you know what, these men, there's nothing we can do about them. You know, it's always been like this. There's nothing we can do about them. And now Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world. And so what was happening is that you know, in the 80s and whatever, these people observed their parents, their mothers, and the things that they went through. First of all, if you gave birth to a female child, that was very wrong. So you were ostracized. In fact, they would literally take your child and throw it away. So they would throw female children, or they will abort them. That was in the 1980s, 1990s. They would abort female children. The family would ostracize you. They would take your child and literally just throw it in the dustbin. So if you didn't give birth to a male child, you were ostracized. There was a lot of misogyny. There was a lot of abuse, and also just women would also work and would take care of families, and the men would just be automatically given leadership and power over them, not because they are providing, but just for having their organs. They were the head of the family, and I think it was it the oldest male was given decision making over everyone and everything. So they are not the ones making the money, they're not the ones working, yeah, but they have been given automatic leadership. All that they need to have is a male organ. That's it. So when you look at such issues, you can see why this movement is so it's not as radical as these men want to make it seem. Okay, it's actually a response to somebody, you know. So to gain access to women, these men either have to change, because now they are wiping out their entire ethnicity, because so they either have to change or adopt a new way of just being masculine, be healthy masculine people. Okay, because the women are like, no, we're not having this, we're standing on business, we are not doing this with you anymore. Okay. So why do men feel the need to always police women, to always tell us, okay, now we want the traditional wife, okay, now we want you to work, okay, now you need to be between 18 and 30 to be desirable to us. Why do they want to control all this? Because they have to stop us from having standards, because we are the ones who set the market. And if they make the standards too high, it's like we are making the price too high for them. They don't want that, so they want the price to be as low as possible. So they will always keep doing this, trying to make you feel like you need to be less, you need to ask for less, you need to have lower standards. Don't listen to that, okay? It is in your own benefit to center yourself in your life, even if that. And here in this channel, we are not shaming. We're not saying if you choose to have a man, then you're not this. We are saying design your life in the best way possible that benefits you. Okay? If that means including a man, then let it be. Okay? But we're not subscribing to this noise anymore. We're not subscribing to this noise. Block your ears. Block your ears, young women. Hold on. Go study. Go do your careers. Go do all the amazing things. Travel. Do all the things you love to do in this world. And if at all you find somebody who is worth it, because at the end of the day, there is no 50-50. Intrinsically, as a woman, you give more. Intrinsically, as a woman, not only do you give more, you give your body, you give your life to be able to give life. There are so many women who die from childbirth. There are so many of us who will have complications for the rest of our lives because of childbirth, me being one of them. Your body will be altered forever. So your life will be altered forever because you are dedicated to mothering this child, and it's never going to be leveled. It's never going to be the same. Don't be fooled by all this 50-50 equality. There is nada. Even if you look at this, I live in a Western country, and if you look at poverty in terms of when, seniors, like old people poverty, the women are the ones suffering on old age poverty. Why? Because when men were working and paying for their retirements, these women took time off to do what? To take care of children, to bear children, to breastfeed them, to take them to all these things. They put their careers on the side and start working part-time. Like for me now, I can only do part-time things, So children are a huge responsibility, and all this time I am not paying into the system for my retirements. I'm taking care of children. And if you look at the salaries, also the men get more, even here in this country for the same positions. And when the women go back to their careers, they have to start at a lower level again. It's like you're playing catch up now. After birthing your children, you're playing catch up to catch up. After you go back to that work, you still have to come back home and be a homemaker again. Do all the emotional, all the psychological, all the physical labor of children, which really we, even ourselves, and we underestimate it because we feel like, yes, we are burnt out, yes, we are tired, but this is my job, I have to appear like I'm not sweating, still look sexy while doing it, still trying to perform. Meanwhile, we are overwhelmed. So there is no equality. There is no equality. That you are lying to yourselves. That 50-50, there is no equality like that. Okay? So don't settle for all these lies. Look at things objectively and make the calculations yourselves and see what you are giving up and the sacrifice that it is to be a woman, and only do that sacrifice of being with a man when it's worth it. Statistics are showing you that men are the ones who benefit from marriage. They actually live longer. Even if you see our African societies, you don't take care of your husband, take care. Who's gonna take care of you? Nobody. You take care. So your give. That's all women are supposed to be doing. Give. But you also have to fill your own cup. You also have to think of yourself and your dreams. And unfortunately for some of us, we had to learn this so late, and that's why such channels are here, to educate young women. Otherwise, I don't want to rant any further. This video is going to be so long, but I want to encourage you to center yourself, center your life, decenter men from your life, and center yourself. Okay? If a man comes along, great. But if they don't, also great. Yeah? Please remember to fight for the good. The fight is always against good and evil, even if we're talking about men and women. The ultimate fight is always against good and evil. Stay woke, stay paid, and be the price that you are. Cheers.